Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome to today's video. Fortunately for me, the people over at Wizard of the Coast have decided that they're going to release a demo of Magic 2015. Now I'm going to do a bit of a critical analysis of it and basically just compare it to last year's game. It plays best on Alienware, come on. It plays good on pretty much anything. And we're going to compare it. I'm going to be comparing it to last year's and the previous incarnation to see if it is actually worth your money and, you know, worth going out and buying, or if it's just the same thing with a different UI, as I mentioned before in my previous video. So the UI, yes, okay, it looks quite nice. How much Magic the Gathering have I played? Let's say I've played a lot because I've played a fair amount. What a serious challenge. Okay, maybe I don't want a serious challenge. I don't want a normal challenge. Need to pick a persona for my profile. Well, yeah, none of this is any. You could do all this in the last one. They've just added different faces in. I'm going to be Elephant Man. But, well, I mean, I guess it's nice to do it. Yeah, so rehash of new one, card collection, which is in the other one, a store locator. I presume, yeah, that's to actually sell their proper ones, which of course they plugged in the last game as well. It just seems to me as though the game is just geared towards making all these extra sales. Now I gather that the multiplayer is going to be a bit more tuned up from the last incarnation, even though it was not that great beforehand. Let's have a look at the battle system, or battle engine, I guess if you want to call it that, and we'll see if they've actually made any sort of marked improvements upon it. Now it worked pretty well before, so I'll be interesting to see if it's just the same thing in a different font or or what. Okay, so we're on a pretty plain background. This is all the sort of similar stuff that we've seen before, as you would expect, because the card game hasn't changed since last time. The cards work the same as before. It's a bit nicer to select through them, I have to say. I quite like the borders that they put around them. But once again, these are, you know, minor details that they could do with, quite frankly, an update, to be honest. And yeah, pretty much everything has just had a new skin placed over it. All the same, the sound effects are even the same. It's still quite jerky as well when they're playing it, which is absolutely nothing to do with my particular computer, seeing as it will quite happily play things like The Witcher 2 on Ultra, so I think we're fine. Yeah, okay, I don't really need... The tutorial is good. I mean, the tutorial in the other Magic games are good as well, so, you know, this one seems like pretty much more of the same. Going through, telling you, explaining you what you need to do for different stuff. I'm obviously not going to be listening to this because it's not an important factor for me. And I say I'm more here looking for how the battle works and what happens when we summon stuff. Yeah, pretty much works the same. We've got a new effect that comes off it when you do. And I just want to see what happens when I attack when I attack a player directly and I attack one of their cards. Just to see if it works the same as last time or if we've got something a little bit different. That will be, yeah, another thing. Quite interesting. Right, so it moves apart when there's combat, plus like an invisible lava line in between the two, but once again, is that an improvement? I don't really know. Okay, so let's block. Yep. Right, see what happens when it's done. I mean, I could understand if maybe they put some sort of 3D models in for each card and stuff. Yeah, it's exactly the same as last time. So, I mean, are there any new cards in? I mean, I haven't seen these one before, but then again, I didn't actually, you know, purchase all the extra decks anyway last time because I just wanted the basic game. But yeah, I mean, apart from the fact they might have added in the new cards that have come out in the past year, I don't really see what's added. I mean, the same sort of argument can be made with any game that comes out yearly, but the fact that it just seems out here to squeeze money from people, especially when it's, you know, from a company and for a game that I respect and like, I feel as though it's a little bit of a metaphorical slap in the face when they're charging £7 for the basic game and then, you know, squeezing what is effectively microtransactions out for the rest of it. And then, of course, promoting the real-life card game, I don't have a problem with, because that's, of course, where it comes from. Just the fact they've got a store locator and stuff like that now actually built into the game. It seems less like it's built to be a serious game, as more it's built to be a bit more of a money spinner. And you might disagree with me on this, and this game is going to work perfectly well. If you haven't bought a Magic game before ever, and you want to get into Magic for one, or you already like the game, this will be perfect, I'm sure. I don't know what the multiplayer is like, because of course there isn't any of that on the demo. From what they've said, it's meant to be much more improved from 2014's version, which in my opinion was, well, substandard at best. And for a game which is effectively a very social game, a game you play with people face to face, of course, I feel it lets it down a bit. It let it down a bit in that aspect last year. But is that something they could have fixed? I think it is something they could have fixed with an update. But hey, I'm not over there in the studios, and I'm not the one saying that, you know, they should release a game every year. But well, anyway, I'd rather just pay a very small amount for a yearly update rather than a whole new game. But well, that's just the way it's going, and I won't be purchasing the full game. The user interface is quite nice, I guess. It seems, I don't know, if anything it probably seems a bit too elaborate for me, to be honest. I don't think it really needs to be like that. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've tore into Magic the Gathering a little bit, maybe somewhat a little bit unfairly, but I'm just expressing my opinions on it and how I feel about it. And because I feel a little bit aggrieved of being let down in the last title, I suppose. But you know, your full discretion if you want to go and buy it. I will probably buy the full version when it's on sale. But until then, you won't be seeing any more Magic 2015 gameplay from me, unfortunately. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time, guys. Goodbye.